So now our next speaker now is very pleased to welcome Raymond Hernandez and Spencer Whitaker. So there's been strong growth in the Australian cattle exports to the Philippines in recent years. And today we get to hear from one of the buyers, Raymond Hernandez. If you've flicked through the Ruminations magazine in your satchel, you may have seen the story of Raymond and his brother Richard. Both are here today. From their father's roadside butcher shop, they created a fully integrated, forward-thinking, sustainable business, which includes a feedlot, abattoir, wholesale meat sales, and a heap of steakhouses. Joining Raymond on stage for a chat is Spencer Whitaker from Meat and Livestock Australia's Livestock Export Program. Please give them both a warm welcome. I've got to come to the stage. Thank you.
Hello. Yes, very good. Morning, everybody. Thanks very much for having us here. And Raymond, welcome to Australia.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so honored and grateful. Good day, mates, and good morning, Australia.
You've been enjoying your time here, right? I know yesterday you were out at RM Williams
Yes.
buying
I bought a lot of
boots.
boots.
And they're getting custom made, is that right?
Yes, custom made. I bought this because we should support our industry. So bought some what's this signature
Yeah,
craftsman boots? Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And understand that you've had to purchase another ship of cattle just to get the boots back on the boat
Yeah.
over to you.
Yeah, because they have 6 weeks for it to be customized.
Yes. Well, perfect. That's an incentive anyway. But look, thanks again for coming over to Australia. We know it's a big trip over, and you're a very busy man. While we're doing the introductions, I'd like to also just recognise that Richard Hernandez, Raymond's brother, and the Chief Operations Officer of RSRH is also here with us today. And it's really our pleasure to have been working with you over the last few years and to have you on the stage with us today. For a little bit of background, so Terry, thanks for the introduction, and hopefully some of you saw the corporate video there about RSRH, but been importing for a number of years. 1999, I think we worked out, was the first shipment.
Yes, 1999. If I will recall, I'm 24 years old that time, so that was 2.5 decades ago. I'm 50 right now. So just recently, last 2 weeks ago, and if I recall, we get our first small boat from Emmanuel, and the second boat is from Elders. But Richard and I are not at the in the frontliners. We have an agent who do everything, and when we are going here to Australia, we realize, and because we are preparing for this talk. And then my brother and I had a chat in the lounge, and then I said, Richard, when is do you recall when is the first time we import from Australia? Oh, since they are exporting to the Philippines, and oh really? But we are not known that time. We don't have any feedlot, we don't have any abattoir. We don't have. We are not into any association. We are not included in the like CFAP or Federation of Cattle Raisers, because our forte is more on the meat dealership, and slaughtering. So most of the cattle, we just realized that 80% of the exported cattle to the Philippines, we are the one getting, because we are the one slaughtering it.
Yep.
So, and everybody, all the cattlemen in the Philippines, they're no longer there, but will still remain. So that's quite a big number if we will go back.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think it's a good stage to touch on, I guess, the origin story of RSRH as well. You know, I think in the story, oh, where's my clicker, actually? This one? Thank you. Sorry. Green? There we go. You can see on the slide here as well, you got one of the images back in the day of your father and setting up the roadside stall, butchering cattle and selling the products. Do you want to go back to that stage and give us a bit of the origin story of RSRH?
Spencer, our story, we came from humble beginning. We are not just poor. My family is not just poor. We belong to the poorest of the poor families in Tondo, Manila. And my father used to work in his godfather's business that is slaughtering. So my father is a butcher, and my mom, she is selling lowly entrails and offals in the roadside. But since they don't have any formal education, they didn't even finish primary school. So with these people, with my lowly parents, we are not. They didn't taught us any academic inclination, but they gave us every day. They always remind us about values, to be humility, trustworthy, and people of integrity every day, every day. So they feed us those core values. So, and we are so happy, having our parents. I asked them, how come you get from this, state, lowly state? And I remember my mom answered me, because of poverty. So that's the motivation, poverty. And if a person is poor, we cannot give so much, but we can give ourselves. We can give our authenticity.
Yeah.
And that's one great thing, human understanding for us to know what is really essential in life.
Yeah. And family's been such an important part of the business, right? I mean,
Yes.
you, of course, as brothers, are running the show at the moment. There's next generation of
Yes.
kids coming through.
We're the second generation.
Yes.
And we are teaching them. Of course, Richard's teaching the operation side. I teach the children about taxation and all the ask us. I'm the one who do that. Everything that is related to administration and family succession. So I do all those things. So preparing the third generation to handle our business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think it's incredible to see how far the business has come since that time, since setting up the roadside stall. We've seen you get your own feedlot. We've seen the processing facility, the abattoir set up. You've got your own trucking. You've got your own products, your own retail, your own restaurants. Can you tell us a little bit about how that expansion has occurred over the years?
well, we just had, it's pandemic the time. We are very strong upstream because we already know how to do feedlot and feedlot operations, slaughtering operations. So we already, even though our eyes are closed, we can navigate it, Richard and I. So that's very easy. So it's pandemic, and then, oh, Richard, what we will do? Everybody, we cannot see that we are a major player right now because your competitors are the mothers in Facebook selling, different kinds of food. So we are just sitting in the reception of our office, and how about we put a steakhouse, Oh, just a small steakhouse. Okay, we don't know anything about managing a restaurant. We try. So, so we had 6 months, and we get a consultant and everything, and the tagline of the restaurant, the steakhouse is from Australia, the beef deli by Refined Selections, steakhouse from Australia to your plate. So everything there is all Australian products, and then when you enter the restaurant, our front of house will greet you, "Good day, mate." Yeah, because we're promoting Australian, and Filipinos don't know brekkie. I don't know brekkie. And then they said, how do Australians call the breakfast? Brekkie. What? It sounds different, People will not buy, but we're promoting Australian, so we should be we should pin ourselves to the Australian market, with our promise. Okay, so we said we sell the Australian brekkie, and it hit in the span of 2 years. We already have 5 restaurant steakhouses, and your call, the Meat and Livestock Australia, is very timely, and we are forever grateful for the Meat and Livestock Australia, because of course when people are eating in a steakhouse, it's not consistent. Sometimes it's tough, so we have problem. You came, and you sent us technical assistance. It's a 90-day program, and with the help of Mr. Greg Butler, we are able to, innovate. We become proactive. Our sales, because you told us that you promised us, you will give us a 10% profit sales.
We definitely set the goal. I don't know if it was a promise from MLA, but we set the goal, yeah.
Yes, and because when Greg said, okay, we will do this, and we will, because we are proactive, okay, we'll do it now, not tomorrow. So the 10%, we hit 30% sales increase, right? And again, Greg write in the whiteboard, and then he said, for 2024, we have 13,000 heads import. Our goal for 2025 is 21,000 heads. Oh, that's double, I said. And then Richard said, can you do this, both of you? Yeah, of course. So just confidence. So here we are. This 2025, we had an 89% increase in importation. Of course, we should reach the 100% if during the Q1 this year, we have problem with ship. We don't have any problem with cattle, but with ship. So for 4 months, we don't have any importation that time. But if there is an importation, we are more than 100%. So how I wish, that we can still maximize that. We see a lot of potential because, first, my brother Richard, because he's a butcher since 10 years old. And when Greg from MLA is teaching the new techniques, and he was hesitant, oh, come on, So I just told my brother, Richard, this is meat science. Can we just listen and follow? Okay, right. So since you are the operation, so you are the one who will, do the baton. Okay, so we first do the things at the farm. We literally sell beef that are not stressed, because we look at the graph that you shared us.
And I might just give a little bit of background context for everybody. So the project that we were doing with RSRH was really around improving the eating quality of the meat that they were producing. They were already buying a lot of great West Australian cattle, processing them well, getting really good feed gain as well, weight gain in the feedlot. And when they opened the restaurants, right, you realised actually there's a lot more to producing a good steak than meets the eye.
Yes.
And so I think some of the things that you were looking at was around different, so tender stretching, looking at monitoring pH
Yes.
in the abattoir, and that was able to really show you the right direction, right?
Yes, correct. At first, it is very tedious. We don't believe in it. So, but because we give ourselves a chance, to explore, and this is new things, and this is new to us, and it gives us a lot of it's tedious because of the time. Because if you're a businessman, you want fast speed. So you have, the money will be fast. And doing this transition is a birth pain. So imagine we will monitor the stress level of the cattle from the farm to transport, just looking by the graph, to the kill floor, and then we will do the pH monitoring for 6 hours. Imagine that. So and then we will look at the boning room if the slices are correct. And one good thing is that you introduce us the cryo bag or shrink bag, so the proper packaging. So those chilled beef, because we believe that the frozen products much better. But now our mind changed that this chilled beef are far better because it is wet aging, and it's very hard because of for Filipinos they want the beef hanging on the stalls. So what we do, Richard and I, we have a small beef shop in Bulacan, and we are the one marketing because some of our marketers are having a hard time. How come what is the process? Blah blah blah. So we teach them. So hey, this is the new. We have a new product. It's a wet aging, and then this is in the shrink bag, and then this is you will benefit from this, and we are selling a lot. It's a jam packed every day, especially on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's only one branch, and we are putting up a lot of branches, soon. Both the beef shop and the restaurant, because in the restaurant we also have a beef shop. So the people love the beef. I think we already made a recall that when you buy RSRH beef or our brand refined selections, they know it is tender, and it's because of the eating quality. All this process from the farm to the transport to the kill floor, pH monitoring, vacuum packaging. The pH quality is it affects the eating quality.
Yes.
And we did a lot of what's this blind tasting.
Blind taste tests, yeah. Yeah, and I think if people can see on the screen, I'm not sure, it might be a bit too small, but the little chart in the bottom left corner there, the yellow, purple, green and red, that was some blind taste testing that you did with SNR, which is
Yes.
one of the large retailers.
Yes, SNR is like a Costco in the U.S. So we SNR because of SNR is a very very huge modern trade supermarket, and they believe what we offer them. And right now, MLA thought us example. We are if the person you only have this kind of money, okay, we have the classic. The classic is good. Oh, I want to pay more because I want it more tender. Okay, we have the premium one, the violet one. Okay, so give me the money. and then, oh, you want more tender, much better? Okay, we have the F1 Wagyu or Angus. So we are more confident selling our beef.
Yep.
Because of this. We have we made a category good, better, and superior.
Yes.
So people have choices. Whatever money you have the power to choose.
Absolutely. And I mean, your Wagyu there was better than the USDA graded
Yes,
product. It
we are
was the best
surprised.
that they tried and US is quite a dominant market factor in the Philippines, given the long historic relationship there. So the blind taste has really showed just the high quality of your
Yes, we are surprised. Let me share you a story. Of course, our host treated us last Monday in a fancy steakhouse. And then we ate the steak. It's tender. It's tender. And I said, Richard, you know what we are doing with our beef? Our beef is more tender. Because of the process, because we follow the process. So, and then we share it to the host. Your beef is better than this one. So that is the effect of the doing it right. That is the effect of doing the right things from the start, up to the end. It gives you edge, and it gives you reputation. It gives you integrity, and it makes you more committed. And because our commitment is for the consumer, we are all here because of our clients, for our consumer. So that's why we should always delight the customers.
Yes. And speaking of the consumers, let's talk about you being a social media superstar, Raymond, in the Philippines. I made these slides, so this is not just a self-talk up over here from Raymond, but incredible, the social media that's being done by RSRH and by Raymond. I'd just like to highlight the captive bolt video that he did, demonstrating the stunning of cattle and the processing, got over 380,000 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And many followers that time.
Yeah, many followers, a few comments back and forth, right?
Many bashers also.
But it's been incredible, right? I go to your page and it's incredibly informative. You're talking about low stress animal handling. You're talking about the way that you process. You're talking about ossification, cutting of
Yes.
the briskets. You know, it's quite incredible. And do you just want to tell us a little bit about how that's been impacting the business? And
Actually, this one is accidental because I have a meeting with the Undersecretary of Agriculture, and he's late. I said, "Oh, he's late. I'm going to video the farm." So I make a video, and then I told my brother, "Look at this. It looks good." So, oh yeah, can I post this? Because we are low-profile people. We don't want our face in social media or whatever. But that time, I just impromptu that I click on the Facebook, and I was surprised. I had an instant 5,000 views. That's the farm, you know. So maybe I will try again. Maybe this is wrong. So I tried again, and then another more reviews. So I'll continue, but I don't have monetization on that. I'm just happy.
it's all organic, right?
Yeah, organic. It's just I'm just happy sharing, and the impact of this one to us, we had a lot of clients coming in, and I really see with your help with Australia, with the Mint and Livestock Australia, we have we see big pictures. You know, we would like to. I believe that we can do more. We are hungry for more. You know, imagine we are only 2 importers in the Philippines, and we are number 4 in the rank. How much more if we are a lot? I'm happy if we can revive the cattle industry in the Philippines. You know, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is to have an impact and legacy to the cattle industry in the Philippines. You know, competition is good. For others, it's not good. But for me, that is very healthy. So bridging the Australia and Philippines again, you know, during those glory days, it will be lovely.
No, it's incredible, and it's been a great journey that you've been on as a family and as a business, and we really appreciate the collaboration that we've had over the last few years. It's probably a good time to open it up to the floor now, if anybody has any questions they might like to ask Raymond.
No question. Good.
He's more than happy to chat. Afterwards as well, of course, it's been great to have you both here this week. So plenty of opportunities still. But if there are any questions now, great to open it up.
Great story. Just a question on just how much potential is your market? You know, what is the future? How much can you see it growing? Not just from your perspective, but you know, it's a large country with a large population, a young population. You know, where do you see it growing in terms of demand for Australian beef in the next 10, 20, 30 years?
Thank you for that question. It is we have a significant potential actually, because we have ASF right now, so we will not compete on some of the other products on beef, but we compete on pork because Philippines is a pork eater. So since the ASF, the price of the pork is tremendously high, and the beef, you know, it is already at the same level. So people, because beef is more fancy, you know, when it comes to protein, so we are instilling in the minds, you know, of Filipino that why eat pork if you can buy beef, you know, same price. And as I said, we have we have problem with box meat coming from Brazil and India, but we are doing, because of the innovation that we had recently from through MLA, we are more confident to sell our products to the market. And as I said, we have the category, the good, better, and best. So we put the carcasses. No, what's here? The beef in the box. You know, just like the box meat from other countries. So we also put that and then put it in a nice carton, sell it. So that's a different market. And the importers are eyeing on us. They're always monitoring our price. But we always, aside from giving the consumers good quality meat, than the box meat, you know, that we have. So people, and we have a lesser price, like a few price different points, so because people are very price sensitive. So of course they will just order for the box meat, Australian box meat. So it's a huge potential, and right now actually we are talking a lot of creating opportunities for the Philippines. So many. I hope I answered your question, sir.
Raymond, great story. Appreciate it. Appreciate your foundations that you built from. With your focus on quality and customer experience, is that determining breeds that you select to import?
Right now we are importing. It's a mixed importation. We import feeders. We import heavy, medium bulls, heifers, steers. It's a different, because we have a different market. We have restaurants. We have our own restaurants, so we are more concerned of the the eating quality of it. If you, just like I said, if your money is can buy good meats, we have the classic one. If you have you want more premium, you buy the premium ones, and if you can buy more, we have the superior one, which is the Angus and Wagyu. So it's a mixed importation. Mixed breed of classification of it.
Yeah, that's right. You've got some Angus cattle, some Wagyu cattle, and then some composites as well. And a little bit of farming. Yeah.
Well, I think we are second. We are second to the feeder.
Second largest feeder market is the Philippines, and a lot of it is because of these guys here. So it's been incredible work that they've done over the last couple of decades, I suppose. So yeah.
Yes.
All right, well, look, thank you very much. We must wind it up there, but to Raymond, thank you very much for your presentation and for travelling out here for the conference. It's very appreciated, and it's a wonderful story, so thank you. And to Richard as well.